Hey, this is Sean Zelda from The Drive Home. Let's talk about expectations. This song was originally inspired by a situationship I was in a couple years ago, but then it kind of evolved into a more universal theme of thoughts, words, actions, and how some of that stuff it can be really hard to communicate with other people. If I had just said the words that I knew I needed to say earlier on, I know things would have been less painful overall. We start with imitation sincere. Flatter me, I'm the foolish one. Me and this person, when we met, we started playing songs together and we were covering different artists. And so that's really what it's all about there. Like imitation sincere is for form of flattery. Flatter me, I'm the foolish one. I was foolish to think that things were what I wanted them to be when they definitely really weren't. Intimation, unclear. Fake this intimacy once more. Then we go on to intimation, unclear, so that kind of rhymes with the first one. And it's about how there were intimations in this particular relationship that were unclear to me. Some signals I was getting that didn't align necessarily with the things we had talked about as far as establishing what this relationship was going to be. Keep my thoughts to myself on the drive home. Lying through my teeth like I did before. There was one particular night where we were driving home from an event and I had a revelation about how I should speak up about some things. And instead I chose to lie through my teeth by omission, by not saying anything. It's all these little things that kind of add up, and the song is really a big reflection on the things I learned from this relationship. Say the words, make it hurt, light a match and watch it burn. All this time we're staying silent. You know, if I would just say the words and make it hurt a little bit for a little while, I would have saved myself some pain down the road. It's like when you light a match and let the match burn, that's a lot better than lighting a match and starting a raging fire. Expectations I placed on your heart from the start, scripted parts that I changed. What that's sort of about is those things that we established up front that I already mentioned, and how I changed the script. Ultimately, this was a relationship where I wanted something more and she didn't, and so I was sort of continuing to kind of see if things would change, really. And so when things didn't really change over time, it started to get kind of frustrating for me. Inspiration, you came singing songs, tying tongues, staying up all night long. Just a little more insight into some of the things we did there, and you know how much she meant to me. She was, you know, a really important person in my life at the time, and for a while there she was all I had, and I think I was in a sense all that she had at the time too. And so we were always together, and there was always this unspoken feeling, for me at least, that this feels real. This is what I said I was looking for, but then there would always be these moments where it's like, well, this isn't anything beyond what we said it would be. And so it was really painful in the long run because I let the match turn into a raging fire instead of letting it fizzle out. Say the words, make it hurt, light a match and watch it burn. All this time we're staying silent. Words, they can't hurt. Stand on sand so self-assured. All the while I'm not going quietly. Then we kind of go into the bridge, and then it comes back with that chorus. It's really all about that chorus, you know. Say the words, make it hurt. You got to be real with yourself. I had to be real with myself. I mean, I've been on this journey of self-discovery for a number of years now, and I've had, you know, ebbs and flows. Like sometimes I'm really feeling like I'm in the jive and like I've got all my integrity. I do know that I have a perfect ideal of who I'm trying to be up here, And then I try to let my words reflect that. And then I definitely try to let my actions reflect that. But sometimes certain circumstances come along where I want to see what it might be like to compromise those values. And, I think that that's really what this song, it started about the relationship, and then it kind of evolved into more of that bigger theme of how much am I really lying to myself? I'm really excited to share this song with you. It means a lot to me, and I hope that it resonates with you too. Thanks for listening.